Look around at what's happening in your neighborhood, in your school, in your larger community, and start to determine or start to think about and ask, is that systemic racism? Is this something that is a pattern that I see? Are these people being treated unfairly because of systemic racism? Start to develop that muscle in your brain to observe what's happening all around you, to try to identify where systemic racism may be. What I mean by turn to wonder is when you see some problems or some behaviors, or you see some big differences in how people live, think, whatever. Instead of making judgments based on what you see, turn to wonder, which means, I wonder why that is that way. I wonder why they are saying these things. I wonder why they are living this way. And ask that question, why? And if you continue to follow that trail of the whys, you'll eventually get to the root, the core of the problem. And oftentimes, it can be systemic and rooted in systemic racism. So when you don't understand something, turn to wonder. A kid's book about systemic racism is just one of many books about systemic racism. They may not have systemic racism in the title, but they may be about Asian American history. They may be about the civil rights movement. They may be about immigration. Continue to learn and soak up all the information you can about our country, our society, and the way that race has shaped and formed people's experiences and ideas. You can continue learning by watching documentaries and talking to friends, talking to neighbors, to learn their experiences related to race and systemic racism. So just continue to learn. When you see something unfair happening, when you see an injustice, don't be afraid to speak up. Use your voice and make people explain themselves. Use your voice and call out something that you think is unfair, and it may not be happening to you, but it may be happening to someone else, but they may be too scared to speak up. So by you witnessing and observing and using your voice, that can be really helpful for someone who may think that they've done something wrong, but what you see is something unfair to them. So always speak up. Beyond speaking up, there's other things you can do to start to address systemic racism. You could write a letter to your school principal or to your city councilor. You can form a group of other people who also want to address systemic racism. If you're old enough to vote, you can vote for the candidates that want to eliminate systemic racism. There's a lot of things that you can do, and you can use your imagination to do something really powerful and really creative to address systemic racism in your community.